Hey, this is a drawing channel. Yeah. Ginagawa ko sa buhay ko, bro. So, hi! I'm Joshua, and you can call me Momo, which is my art name, or you can call me Joshua again, which is my nickname. I am an ink illustrator, and this is my channel. Thank you, and welcome. So, to give an idea on what this video is about, it's an introduction to who I am, to what my plans for this channel are, and what my artistic preferences are, and based on that, you can formulate an idea on what to expect my outputs will be, and what illustrations and the output of my illustrations will be. So, for my artistic preferences, again, I am an ink illustrator, meaning that I prefer inks more other than other mediums. The reason that I prefer inks more is because, firstly, the artists that I've been looking up to are mostly ink artists such as Wishful, Jason, Sean Alexander, Kim Jung-gi, and the like. Also for me, I've experimented more with inks, so my experience and my level of comfortability with them is on a much more higher level than with other mediums. But I've been also using other mediums such as spray paints, clay, and watercolor to practice some coloring theories and the like. But for now, expect more ink illustrations for me and monochromatic illustrations, since I have a hard time, a really hard time you understanding color theory and using colors properly. So yeah. Furthermore, I prefer traditional art more rather than digital. But I still do digital art sometimes. But most of the times, I do traditional art. The reason for this is that for me, using traditional mediums and feeling some of the textures and also the lack of control that the traditional mediums give me is, I much more appreciate that rather than the control or the over control that digital artworks give me. But again, I still do sometimes do digital artworks, but I prefer the uncontrollability and sometimes the unpredictiveness of traditional art and the mediums that they have. Also, the thing about me saying that I want to feel the textures is because the way that I use inks is that I like smudging them. Yeah, so that's why I prefer traditional, since that's how I've been practicing, mostly using inks, and I've sometimes, or most of the times, how I've been using inks for my illustrations and while making illustrations. Additionally, for the characters, my preference for making characters is that I mostly do cartoonish characters and characters with sometimes exaggerated head sizes, eyes, mouth, sometimes, and the overall anatomy is much more cartoonish than realistic because in my experience, I have a hard time giving realistic portraits an exaggerated expression. And sometimes it looks weird. So with cartoonish characters, I can exaggerate their proportions while also exaggerating their expressions, giving more of a story using their expressions also. And it makes my life easier in a way. And also I'm not that bitter when it comes to not being able to make realistic art because I've found a way, or I've been very comfortable with how I've been doing characters. Yeah. For my other artistic preferences, if I can call that, is that I mainly focus on perspective. Oh, not mainly focus, sorry. I prefer focusing on perspective and composition because those two, for me, is the most vital part in my artworks because the perspective and the composition tells the story of what my illustration is about, and also it helps the audience or the viewer see or scroll through the artwork without being overwhelmed with detail and other characters. But if I have a hard time or if I'm not that sure on what composition that I use, I still go back to the simple composition, like the composition that you're seeing on the video of me drawing in the time lapse. So enough of my preferences or the things I am comfortable with as an artist, and on to the plans for the channel. My plans for the channel is that hopefully I can make one video per week and post them once a week. But if it's not that viable, or if I have a hard time for now because I don't know, plans, or if something happens, hopefully I can put up a couple of videos a month. So yeah, so for now that's my plan, and hopefully I can speak more clearly, more articulately, more confidently, and hopefully I can interact with my audience more, interact with you guys more, if by any chance this channel generates an audience. So yeah, sorry for my rambling, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. yeah, so sorry for the talkie video. In the first half or for most part of the drawing. So yeah, nice to meet you. Hopefully this goes well, and I hope you enjoyed and enjoy the artwork. Oh, I not the artwork. Sorry. So yeah, yeah.